Hello and welcome to the mod list for my Psychics RSVP lease playthrough, just to show you guys what mods I've got installed as I play through this particular challenge. This is a challenge that I've made up. I'm not playing XCOM vanilla. There are tweaks not just to make the interface and gameplay, in my opinion, improved, but there's also a couple of tweaks that will definitely change the perceived difficulty of it, essentially. So I just want you guys to see what I'm actually running with it. I mean, most of my mods are voice packs and visual things, as well as the UI tweaks. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys what I've got. Turn-based strategy is one of my favourite genres, especially when it's got a good story. Combine that with unique units and I'm pretty excited. The only thing you can do after that really is start to give me relationship dynamics like in, say, Fire Emblem, and I'm just like, yes, this is the best game ever. So yeah, I do have a lot of customization stuff installed because I really love making my soldiers unique and cool and sometimes a bit silly. So the first mod that's not about looks and sound is evac all, and that just lets you evacuate all your soldiers at once if they're standing in the evac zone rather than having to click the button a whole bunch of times, which is just a pain. Show me the skills just gives you the overview of the skills that everyone has when you're picking people for missions. Overwatch all or overwatch others lets you just, again, a bit like evac all, give everyone a mass command, or really good for ambushes if you overwatch others and then your one attacker takes their action, breaks your concealment, and then everyone else gets to take an overwatch shot. It's really handy for stealth missions. I customise my characters from the beginning of the game. It's not something unlockable. Days wounded after action is really handy because, unsurprisingly, it shows you how many days someone's going to be wounded for after the mission has completed, rather than you having to go back to the armory to check that out. Yeah, I've got Mass Effect and Future Armor and Team Fortress 2 voice packs. Oh, and my absolute favourite voice pack of all time, I'm not sure if we scrolled past it yet, I don't think we have, is the Freeman's Mind voice pack, which, if you're not familiar, Freeman's Mind is an awesome YouTube series and you should definitely look it up. It's really funny and it's really high quality, and the voice clips make this game really fun. Okay, so first up next, yeah, I'm on a roll, is timer tweaks, which this is more of a controversial one. This does affect the gameplay. Essentially, it adds an extra 4 turns to timed missions, unless they're UFO missions, and then it gives you just an extra 2 turns. Now, a lot of the time, I finish the missions with 4 or more turns left, so I don't actually, gameplay-wise, benefit from the timer tweak. But I get really stressed out working on timed missions, and I basically don't enjoy the stress. I have a full-time job, I have a bunch of hobbies, and playing through a mission just to fail it at the last minute, yeah, I realise you can have saves all the way through, so you can just scroll back, but it's just not for me. Like, I really enjoy a challenge, but for me, this is something that makes the game a little bit more fun to play, while still being a fun challenge. And again, most of the time, I don't even need those extra rounds, but it just lowers my blood pressure that they're there, and trust me, low blood pressure can also be bad. Well, this has been an excellent conversation, let's move on. There's the Freeman's Mind voice pack. Accurate swords. Okay, this is another controversial one, because essentially I, like quite a few other people, think that standing directly in front of someone and taking a swing at them and missing with like 98% to hit or whatever is just ridiculous. This makes swords way more accurate. You've almost always got a 100% chance. I have seen people miss hits on 100% chances before, so that's interesting. It hasn't happened to me. But accurate swords basically improves the swords by a lot. And again, for me, that's just something that I prefer. It just makes sense. What else makes sense is the stabilize me mod beneath that. Essentially, that means if your one medic becomes unconscious, someone else can actually go take the med kit off of them and stabilize them so that they don't bleed out. So bleeding out, sorry, not unconscious. And this one makes sense to me. If you're bleeding out and there's literally a med pack on your body, how can someone not walk up next to you and stabilize you with your own med pack? They can't take it off you to heal themselves or anything. So again, like that could be a little OP. But it just makes sense. The Arnold Schwarzenegger sound pack. I haven't actually used that so much. Free reload is funny because I didn't actually realise this wasn't part of the game because I installed it right from the beginning of getting XCOM. So when I reread the description just before filming this, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that's not part of the game. Thank goodness I actually installed it beforehand. Because it just lets you see if you have any free reloads on your guys, and not knowing that would be really annoying. Lots more Mass Effect. Oh yeah, GLaDOS, of course, GLaDOS. Zoidberg, yeah. Hack Plus. Okay, this is another one that, again, some people might not like. I think it makes sense, again. If you fail a hack attempt, you get a +1 to your hack skill permanently. And if you succeed a hack attempt, you get a +3 or a +5, randomly picked. And again, to me that makes sense. You've had some experience, why not level up your hack stat a little bit? And yeah, it'll make the game a little bit more easier the longer you go on, assuming your hacker doesn't die. But again, it makes sense. That's how I like to play. Show health values. This is something that I saw Shannon and a couple other Let's Players use, and it's so handy. If you're playing the game on the lowest difficulty setting, maybe it's not so big a deal because you can kind of at a glance see how much health everyone has. But if you're playing on veteran or above, the number of pips on things like sector pods just gets so ridiculously long that you can look at it and go, well, I'm doing 11 damage, but how much does that actually leave? So show health values is really handy just to assign a numerical value to that. And finally, this one I'm not actually using on this Let's Play, and you'll be able to see that I'm not. But I'm leaving it installed because I'm actually doing another play just for fun on the side where I am using this mod, and I don't just want to turn it on and off again depending on which playthrough I'm currently playing. But more squad size upgrades basically gives you 2 more upgrades that you can purchase in the Guerrilla Tactics center. And basically when you hit Major and when you hit Colonel, you can purchase another 2 squad slots, which is really fun. Like, let me tell you, bringing along an extra 2 people can be an absolute ball. And yeah, it makes you a bit lazy, but it's fun. But I won't be purchasing those 2 upgrades in this playthrough, so they will be available to me, but I'll just leave them unbought. I think that'll make the difficulty for what I'm trying to do about right for me. And again, this is what's right for me, and this is what I enjoy. If you like playing in a different way, that's totally cool. I think everyone should be able to, you know, customize the game, especially one that lends itself to modding like this, so that they get the experience they want. And if you want Iron Man legendary difficulty Let's Play, there's some awesome ones out there. I know I've already mentioned him, but Shen's are really fun, and I've definitely learned a couple of things watching him play. So yeah, I guess if you want to see that, then don't watch Psychics RSV, please, because this is about getting Psychics as quickly as possible and having some fun while still having a challenge. Anyway, now you have seen the extensive list of mods I'm running. I hope that has been informative. Anyway, hope you got something out of this, maybe some new mods to try out, and I'll catch you next time.